Hey guys, today I would like to talk about how I struggled with facial dysmorphia. It's not body dysmorphia, just the fact that my face didn't really connect to my body. Um, like a few years ago, I was a very skinny kid, and most of the fat, I don't know, it was like in my face. It was swollen up in my face, and I just had this big body dysmorphia or facial dysmorphia. And I thought I looked horrible. And yeah, every time I would even go to like some sort of place, I would go and look at the cars, and whenever I looked at a car, I would do this. I would try to like make my cheekbones more visible and just inhale all of the fat that was in my cheeks so I would look better. And I just didn't like seeing this version of myself in the mirror which had like this fat in my face. And it just became automatic. Every time I looked at the mirror, I just couldn't look at the version of myself who didn't do this. So it like it became so that every time I looked at the mirror, I didn't even notice that that real version. I just automatically did this version just to hide this appearance, and I just looked a lot like uglier than I thought I was, and this just like made um, a lot of friends question whether like what was I doing, why every time I looked at the mirror I was doing this, and I didn't want to tell them that I had like this facial dysmorphia and I didn't like the way that I looked. Um, yeah, it was just very bad for that period of time. I also wasn't really confident because of my appearance, and that just made like that made social anxiety for me. I've gotten social anxiety because of the fact that I didn't really look good. That's why I always like also matters that you probably look good, because then you would become probably more confident in how you look and how you present yourself. So yeah, I had this for like a couple of years. I just felt so insecure about my face, and I just wanted to change it completely. I felt really shy and just insecure, really, is the word for it in every sort of manner. And about like maybe a year ago, I met a lot of friends who helped me change my appearance. Um, in a way that I bettered my looks in every sort of way I could. I became um, more like I saw how I looked in the mirror, and I observed more things, and I took it more seriously, and I started styling myself properly and just looking way better. I went to a really like a decent barber who actually cut my hair and didn't make me look like a mess, and I started going to the gym so I could actually just look decent. And yeah, all of these variables, with the fact that my friends also just told me that like I am like glowing up throughout this journey, just made me feel a lot more secure in my own skin. And yeah, it felt really good after you saw like the before pictures and the after pictures. You could understand, or I could understand, that I went through a glow up, and I wasn't really insecure about my face any longer. It's not totally accurate. I still feel a little insecure about my face, but it's a process, and I believe over time it will just continue to gradually fall down, since it has throughout this couple of years. I was at a point where I couldn't even like do FaceTime calls because I didn't really want to look at my face. I thought it looked horrible, and I didn't want to see this version of myself, because it wasn't the version that I created in my head. It wasn't the version that like this thing created, basically. Yeah, I don't really know what I was trying to say in this video. Probably the fact that things get better over time. You become more sure and more secure about your own skin throughout time if you make the necessary changes and you meet the right people. Um, and yeah, you begin to love yourself and love your own skin a lot more when you actually do the activities that you see as productive. Yeah, and that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon.